I wanted to put together a quick video on how to make these masks. I'm sure you guys have all seen the news where there's lots of call outs for the masks. I had a friend that had posted on Facebook earlier today that she was making some, and so I reached out to her to see, what the pattern was she was making with it, and then I found a couple other YouTube videos. So I thought I would throw something together. We posted one on my husband's Facebook page, and it's going crazy, everybody wanting them. So this is my attempt for us to put together a really quick video tonight. So I've got two sizes here. This is the adult size, and this is the child size. So I'll make sure I put all the measurements and the links down below so you guys can see it. But let's go ahead and just get started on one. It's a pretty quick project. What you're going to start out with is I'm going to do the adult one here. And so we're going to start out with two pieces of material that are 9 inches by 6 inches. Okay. The child one is a little bit smaller. And then the other thing you're going to need is you're going to need some flat elastic, and I cut those at 7 inches each. So those are the basics of the material that you're going to need to put together this mask. Now, what I like to do is I like to use my little clips. And so what we're going to do first is we are going to clip the flat elastic right there, and then we're going to take it to the other side. This is the elastic that's going to go out over the ears. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to take the other piece of elastic and we're going to do the exact same thing. Now, I do want to tell you guys that I did get the link offline. This is not medical grade material we're making these for, but I've got a lot of people that have been requesting a mask. So this is my attempt to help out. So after you have done the clips right here, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to put the top layer on. Now we've got our fabrics good side facing together, because actually what we're going to do is we're going to sew around this, and then we're going to turn it right side out. So what I like to do is just make sure you have clips. Now if you guys use pins, either pins or clips, it really doesn't matter. And if you'd like to put more clips around, you sure can. The other thing I like to do is we're going to leave an opening. So I just like to mark it just to remind myself that I am going to sew around it. Okay, I'm going to start right here with my sewing machine. I'm going to go all the way around, and I'm going to stop right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull my sewing machine into view here so I can just sew that really quickly and show you guys what that looks like. Now I'm using right about a 1/4 inch seam on mine. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm making sure that I am back stitching right where that elastic is in the corners, and so we want to make sure that that elastic does not pull out. So I'm just doing a quick back stitch there, and then I'll come forward again, and then we'll go all the way around the corner. So I'll do that real quickly, and then I will fast forward through this, and then we can go on to the next step. So let me just get this part done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to take my scissors, and I need to grab them, and I'm just going to clip off the corners just to make it easier to turn. And I'm making sure that I am not cutting too close. Okay? Then what you want to do is we're going to turn this right side out. Now I had my mini easy press close by, and so I'm going to go ahead and use that as my pressing. You guys definitely can use an iron, but we do want to give our seams a good press here. So you guys can start to see it taking shape. And then what I'm going to do is, just so I can keep in the camera angle with you guys, I'm going to bring my pressing pad, and we are just going to give this a really good press. Okay, I just want to get all those seams nice and flat. Makes it so much easier to do our next step, which is top stitching. Okay, so I do have that one open area, which is right here. You guys can see it's still open. So I want to make sure when I do my top stitch that we're going to sew right over that. So what I'm going to do right now with the sewing machine is I'm going to sew all the way around the mask. Okay, so we'll do that really quick. And I like to start on the side. That way, once you'll see we're going to put creases in here in a minute, and you won't even see this stitching at all. So go ahead and just do a top stitch all the way around. Okay, so now the next part, I'm going to trim those little, got much better sewing scissors, you guys, but these ones were the closest for me. Okay, so now what you're going to do is we're going to actually do the creases in it, okay, the tucks. So what I like to do is just do a finger fold there, okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that back, okay, and so if you guys can see that, I am just doing a very small tuck there, and I'm going to use one of my clips, and I'm going to clip that tuck, and then I'm going to come across and I'm going to try to do the exact same size tuck. Now the key here is your tucks need to go all the same direction, okay? So now you're going to bring your next one down and you are going to clip it also. So we are almost done, you guys. This is how easy these guys can go together. I've had a helper in here tonight and we have had so much fun going through all my material, my scrap material, and we have been cutting pieces like crazy. So I'm going to be in mask production tomorrow for sure. I've got a friend that works up at one of our retirement homes, and so I called her to see if they could use some. I know, I've had people reach out to me that, firefighters, EMTs, different people like that. They're not the medical grade ones, but they will just add some protection. Had a friend ask me about making a child-size one because her daughter's got asthma really bad and they're just really worried about her with everything going on. So now what we're going to do is I take my fingers and I hold it. So I'm going to remove the clips now. And all we're going to do is we are going to put a seam right down to cover over, to sew in all those tucks. Okay. And I am going to go ahead and do a double seam. So I'm going to pull that around and I'm just going to do it one more time just to make sure those tucks stay really good. Put a knot at the end. A little back stitch, come up, and then I'm going to, so see I've done a double stitch there so it's holding really tightly. The fun part about this when we were picking out all the fabric is these are reversible. And the other cool thing about these is these are all washable. I'm using 100% cotton on these. Just do a little turnaround again. Put my needle back down. And my sewing machine back. And you guys, we just sewed a mask. Okay, so see? So when you put it on, they can open it up. This goes around the ears. And they have got a reversible one. So it's really cute. So I just want to show you how much fun. This is how much cutting I've been doing tonight. We have got all kinds. I've got puppy prints, sunflower prints, and we've just been cutting all kinds of material. And so we're just going to be making masks like crazy tomorrow. So I hope you like this quick and easy tutorial on how to make some masks. Put a little bit of cheer in all of this COVID-19 stuff and make a mask for someone that's in need, or contact a retirement home and see if they would like some. So give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I hope you guys did. Make sure you check out my blog at funstuffcrafts.com for all kinds of DIY projects. Thanks for joining me tonight.